This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today and I hope everyone's having a good week. And this first story is really interesting because I haven't heard anything about it. This is in reference to the Encrocops cop, which is the first police officer in the UK to be convicted and jailed for using Encrocops. And what he did with it was a massive abuse of power. But this week, Kashif Mahmood's wife, Kashif, who is also a police officer, has been sacked for holding £100,000 for him. This has been ongoing for several months, but I only found out about it yesterday, so I'm definitely going to cover it. Because I covered the Encrocops cop story, and that's got nearly 300,000 views, I think, on the channel. So thank you to everybody that has supported me with that story and also the coverage. In relation to the case, this is definitely something people were looking for when Encrocops broke, how many police officers were being corrupt. And this police officer went to extreme lengths, and I'll speak about it more in a second. And also a quick reminder as well that the last Encrocops video that I've done, which had 37,000 views in one day, has been age restricted, which means that you need to show ID to watch it. So I'm going to upload it to the website without any age restrictions, and also I may have to re-upload it to YouTube as well. That is the first time any Encrocops video has been age restricted, and this takes it out of the algorithm and makes it harder for you to watch. Kashif Mahmood was jailed for 8 years back in May for seizing £850,000 that he stole from couriers that he set up. He wore his police officer uniform at the time of doing these stops and seizures. His wife, Kashif, 29, worked in the Central East Command Unit, and she admitted knowing that her husband was part of an organised crime group. Her husband pled guilty to conspiracy to acquire criminal property and misconduct in a public office in August. He travelled around the city in marked and unmarked police cars and used his police powers to take the cash. The court heard that she had hid the money during a raid in April last year, and another charge of money laundering she admitted to and will lie on file. The prosecution, Tom Williams, said that she kept the money because she couldn't put it into 2 of her bank accounts to launder after her husband had stolen it. She's a serving police officer and she felt it was worth the risk of hiding the money when the police arrived. She knew there was a substantial amount of money in there, and she knew that it wasn't no pounds or a bit of change, and it was over £100,000. Her defence solicitor said that she's now the sole carer for their 2-year-old daughter that she shares now her husband is imprisoned, and she knew that it was in the box and she moved it at the request of her husband in the early hours of the morning when the police raided. Kashif from Essex was bailed on condition of living at her address, and the police constable was suspended from the force in July last year, and she got a pre-sentence report on the 27th of October. And today the Evening Standard reported that she has been sacked. The hearing took place on the 2nd of December and determined that the allegations proved that it was a breach of professional behaviour and gross misconduct. They said in court that she will now be barred from ever being a police officer in the future. And Commander Paul Betts said, "It's plain that Shireen's behaviour was dishonest and deceitful, and there is no place for a Met officer to act in this way. Her behaviour was exposed by the work of the Anti-Corruption Police and the Directorate of Professional Standards, and directed by the IOPC. The DPS are committed to rooting out anybody in the police that is trying to be corrupt." So this wasn't just one police officer. This was a couple. These were both police officers using Encrocops that was involved in organised crime gangs, and this is like something out of a film or Line of Duty. And for him to have been so deeply involved, this definitely means that his life will be in danger in the future from the people that he ripped off. I'm really interested to see how many more cases like this will actually happen in the future. I really appreciate you joining me for this episode. Any corrections or updates, please email me at news@scarcitystudios.com. And if this video gets taken down, it will be available on the website at scarcitystudios.com. Please don't forget to follow me online as well at Scarcity Studios on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and Twitter. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.